Good morning. How are we doing? So first thing I need to do is adjust my hair. 2 seconds. Undulating. Not done. That'll do. Right. Who's here? Ah, right. So, yes, good morning. What's everybody up to? Well, I'm going to chill and have my coffee. So it's been a great week. I should have put some stuff in the successes in Discord, but basically, I think getting the live looping together last week was absolutely brilliant, and it's opened up lots of possibilities. So I've been working on that. That's been the main focus of the week. And then that's like massively helped my guitar playing as well. So yesterday I was off and I was managed to do a few little upgrades on it. On the template. Which I'm pleased about. And I'll probably do a bit more playing today. So do say hello. And then I've got some company. I've got somebody to talk to then. If you do that. Oh, so. Oh, there's Gramps. How you doing, Gramps? Just having my coffee, as I do. Right, I'll tell you what. Just get this mic turned up a bit. Right, how's that? That's better. Sounds a bit closer. Oh, there's Des. Must admit, like, descending when I'm economy picking. The rotation of my wrist's like harder to do. Always feels a bit stiffer than going up. Hey, just gotta massage it into place. Alright, Des, how you doing? What you been up to? Yes, gate. So I've got it switched off. Right, where am I? So Des, I don't know if you've I think you've seen some of the live looping. I've moved my push. It's now over here. Look, we've got this view now. So you'll be able to see the push. And I've coloured it in nicely. Which is great because I can see. So I've got mixer, and then I can just drop in onto any track from here. Like that. So that's kind of what I've been up to. You can just so you just change your patches. Working on song 6 for album 4, brilliant. So it's been brilliant, the push. So it's just dead spontaneous. So that's my warmer up for today. So it's great. You can just quickly knock something together like that. I think the only thing with me is just I'm a little bit shaky with it because I've got to trust it to punch me out, and that's the bit I just think, oh, this is going to go wrong in the back of my mind. Because what I have is on each channel, one of my tricks is this. I nicked this off Ed Sheeran actually. So when he's live on his looper, apparently, he has it set so it punches him out automatically after 4 bars. So once I set it to record, I don't actually punch the thing out; it just punches itself out. And at the end of this plugin chain, that's the plugin. It's a Max for Live plugin that you can get, which automatically does it. I mean, that's the great thing about like Ableton. You get all these kind of Max for Lives. People can build their own plugins for it, so they're always like fixing problems, and that's like super handy having that. But just a great way to quickly sort of record stuff and make things. You know, looping's brilliant. I mean, it's certainly like the most purest way to splurge, because at the end of the day, you're not thinking about quality or anything. You just gotta get the stuff out. What else have I got? Oh, I've got my big sort of reverb sound back. At least I did have it. Let's see, where is it? Okay. Doesn't sound very happy, that, does it? Oh, there's Mech. How you doing? How's the music going? Oh, have I got a new cam? No, this is the same camera. Does it look better or something? Looks crisper. Oh, that's good. It's the same settings. So maybe it's your settings. I mean, like here, what I do is I tend to what I worked out is that, like, before I used to run the cameras all at 1080p, and then I had like my streaming software set at 1080p, and then I realised actually if I just have the cameras permanently set to 4K, and then stream at 1080p, then the quality's going to be better going in. So that seemed to work a lot better. So when I'm doing the zooms, like it's like way sharper, isn't it? So that's you know, the conclusion I came to, and it seems to work. But I mean, I've been running like this for a while, so I haven't like yeah. But that's good. It's crisper. It's either that or I've done something with the lighting, but I don't think I have. So how's the music going, Mac? Have you been writing some more stuff? Because I saw you had something new, didn't you? So I've got a track coming out on the 27th, but actually you can watch it now on the YouTube on the Freakstar channel. So it's sort of only really just started promoting it a couple of days ago, and it's doing all right. Editing as we speak, brilliant. Yeah, cool. So and then actually weirdly enough, I've got another release planned for the 29th. So that's like a couple of things happening this month. And then nothing much planned after that, apart from releasing potentially another 30 tracks. Right, where do you start? Whoa. Gramps, yes, the sexy shardy style. Hi there, MHD. There we go. There's one tune. I just need to untangle this wire. So nothing really ever bothers me in life apart from one thing, and that is when you're sitting and playing your guitar and you go for your wah-wah and your lead goes under your wah-wah pedal, and then you're kind of limited. That's like proper annoying, isn't it? Alright, let's have a look at the chat. Alright, so Gramps, I have a problem with my technique. If I pick hard, I press hard with the fretting hand. Right, okay, so it's just a muscle memory thing. It's just training yourself, isn't it? But I think one of the hardest things, and that's a common problem, because I can get into that, is just remembering, right? Is just remembering how light you can be. So there's a great sort of exercise for that, and that's this. You just get on whatever sound you're going to use, and literally, you just put your finger on a note, and then see how light you can get that note to trigger, just by adding pressure. So, oh god, I can remember who the guitarist was. Some Nashville session player talking with his mate. It'll come to me who they are. So when I'm in the car, I always listen to lots of interviews of guitarists and stuff at the minute, and they were talking about this thing. And one thing he was talking about is when you see all the really pro guitarists play, they all play super light, but they have a way of being able to transfer the power into the instrument, and that's really, really interesting because I've thought about that for a lot of years as a younger player, and it wasn't really till sort of the last sort of 3-4 years that I became aware of the fact that there is a technical approach to doing that. Because I didn't hear much of an explanation. Just that's how the top players play. That's all you seem to get. Everybody kind of. It's always like a 1,000-foot stare, isn't it? You never get the real sort of truth behind it. How do you do that? What's the exact kind of steps? So that's step 1, Gramps. Okay, this hand, left hand. You're just going to remind yourself how hard you need to hear, but also working on your legato. That's gonna help it as well, because especially your first finger, you just got to train yourself to trust your left hand. So I can get those notes firing off quite happily. And I can do this on an acoustic guitar as well. But when you get carried away in the moment, or you get a bit stressed, you can kind of clamp in and start playing hard. But just doing your legato. And it's actually good timing that you ask these questions, because certainly it's sort of where I am with my playing. I realise I've got a lot of years to go, and I notice a lot of older players who I've been into are getting like Steve Morse, are getting injuries that they're not necessarily going to come back from, and so I just need to be really careful about that. So I'm really into the whole kind of light playing, but transferring the aggression, if you want it, into there, that being able to play hard and get the full dynamic range out of your instrument, but actually not exerting any effort. Okay, so it sounds like a tall order. So that's really step 1, isn't it? And step 2 and 3 is all about pick planting and displacement. Okay, so I've talked loads about this, but I'll go through it again because I don't mind. I'll try and explain it as best I can. So pick planting, right? The reason we're using planting is that the planting side of it is you're just reducing the amount of movement in the pick. And it's quite hard because it's a very sort of unconscious thing, isn't it, picking? So we're trying to just reduce like how far the pick moves. And actually, when there's some players, like younger players, that like really got this dialed in. So what am I doing? So I know Paul Gilbert's commented on this, and what he said is you imagine the pick as I got a magnet on it. So really what we're doing is reducing how far the pick moves. So when I pick, the pick immediately snaps into its rest stroke. And rest strokes is something that we've always got to be thinking about, that I think gets overlooked quite a bit. So that's the first thing. And then you want the displacement is just pushing the string. And that's how basically I get the hard picking sound without exerting loads of like effort into the string of the instrument. So you can probably hear how hard that's. And if I feel tension in here, which usually is, I just focus on kind of relaxing it. I focus where the tension is. It's an inner game of music thing. It's like a body scan meditation, you know. I just locate where the tension is and try and relax it in my mind. So, right, so there's that. I hope that helps. And then just to follow up on that is always think about the rest strokes when you go into other notes. So like if I'm doing something like that, my like favourite like 3-1, 3-1-3 type picking stuff, I'll do something like this. What's actually happening there is because we've got 3 notes and then 1, we've got to have some control over the pick. So the best way to control it, and all these notes are picked, so I'm going down, up, down, is when I fault the next string, the pick's already there. So the pick goes into a rest stroke. And again, that's like an economy of motion thing. When the pick's not doing anything, it's actually doing something. It's always getting ready for the next thing, really. Like, so something like that. It's that like legato thing. If you're going to start bringing your pick in for legato, you've got to really just be so light with it. Because like ideally what I'm trying to do is disguise the attack. So stuff like legato and disguising the attack of your pick is great for that kind of working on your dynamics, because the thing with dynamics with your plectrum, I think it's harder to work on being lighter with it than is being harder. The other way to get sort of like a louder sound without much effort is like lowering the pick into the string. So you just have a heavy hand and push the pick in. And that's another way of doing it. So there's a couple of ideas, Gramps. Now, tell me if that sounds like what you're after. Now, I do have some availability for one-to-one lessons, so if anybody wants a lesson on this stuff. I need the feedback from someone being in the room telling them if they're getting it correct or not. Because actually, like, to be fair, you need a teacher in the room with you with this stuff who knows about it, because you need that constant feedback to make sure that when you're practicing this, you're practicing it correctly, because you don't want to be practicing it the wrong way and like wasting tons of time. And time's important. That's what you wanted, right? So Gramps, if you do hit me up if you're wanting a follow-up lesson on this. I mean, sometimes you just want somebody to tell you that's the way to do it and it'll work. But sort of common sense, really, economy of motion. You're just trying to save effort. But yeah, so like I'm really big for that, because I just want to have, I just don't want everything to be relaxed on the guitar, and that's why I'm doing, you know, hybrid picking and stuff like that. It's really weird, the hybrid picking thing, because I always went into it like thinking it would be like an easy thing to do, because you're just using your fingers, and I used to play classical guitar. But I found it quite challenging on guitar to do. I mean, I use it all the time now, but it takes me a while just to get it dialed in. Like, I'm still in that phase of, I just can't always automatically do it. I have like suddenly a voice will think, oh, you might get it wrong in the back of my head. I need to get rid of that. Oops. But I do find like the hybrid thing really, you know, it works so well with legato stuff. It's brilliant. Like doing the sneaky. Oops. Is tapping too old school? That's an interesting thing. So I used to tap all of the time. Okay. But I just don't do it anymore. And I think, like, when you think about it, the licks that I'm playing, I'm just doing it all my left hand, really. Like if you you know, like this. There's that. Really, so I don't, yeah. And it's just like less, like everything's sort of together when I do it this way. So I think I've just been interested to see at the minute what I'll probably come back to tapping at some point. I'm aware of it, but I'm just I'm really into what this hand's doing and doing wide intervals and things like that, and I just like everything being under this hand. I think the other thing is I spend a lot of time on an acoustic guitar, and it's just really rubbish to tap on. So I'm really into sort of like arpeggios like that. You know, well, there's wide stretches in it. Oh, and like, you know, then I've got into all sorts of stuff by not tapping really. So there's like those really wide sort of things that I'll do. Like, stuff like that's just brilliant. Yeah, you can put that kind of stuff into solos. See the hybrid thing, you can do wide interval kind of stuff like that. But I used to have like the whole Red Beach thing. I'm not sure if it's that probably is too old school. I don't know what radius this is. It's not painful, I mean, you can see. Have a look at the thumb. It's on the thumb position, isn't it? Oh, don't say that. I'm too old and beat. I'm old and beat. I wouldn't worry about that. It's just focusing, because I mean, at the end of the day, you're already playing hard. What we're doing is, if you think about it, you're already playing hard, so you can play hard. Now what we're trying to do is transfer that energy into dexterity, speed, and lightness, so we can just, we're just rechanneling the energy to do other things. That's all that's happening. So just kind of learning that, isn't it? So yeah, it's just, I mean, there I'm starting to... I'm fighting against the cold in here, though. Yeah. Yep, practice right and not fight. That's it. And I did... I remember a while ago I was talking about, because there's the whole idea about when we're making music, talking about discovering what the music wants to be, and then we serve the music. We don't serve our ego as in what that should be. And I think with guitar, especially shred guitar, it's very easy to bring the ego into it and then you to be the boss of your instrument. But actually, I find it much more helpful to, in a sense, kind of discover what the guitar wants. And that's just taking a moment. I mean, all it is just transferring whatever's going on in your head into feeling out the sensory information you're getting through your hands on the guitar, like the pick tension against the strings, fingers against your strings. Like, I really like that whole thing of like when I'm playing, and again this is back to the playing light. If we think about triangulate when we're learning, when we think about triangulating our senses, right? So we have ears, right? So we're hearing the music. Okay, so I'm going to put my guitar light on. Charged. We can, we can hear music, so we can tell if it's right or wrong. What is it? What does the thing sound like? And then the other thing we've got is we've got sight. so we can look at what we're doing and make sure, you know, especially when we're doing legato, that we're finding the optimum part of the fret. Okay, that's the other thing. And then the bit I really like is the feel, the sensory thing. So one little kind of almost practicing meditative practice I like to do is just to get a finger and hit the note and feel how far I can feel the vibrations of the string going up my finger. And I do find it very calming and relaxing, so that's like the anchor. And you just chase that feeling for all of your fingers. I want that same vibration. I'm also feeling, you know, I want the string to be on the tips of my fingers. Okay. And I find that really helpful and really, really rewarding. The other thing I like to do is then feel the vibrations of my fingers hitting the fretboard, not hard, but the kind of thump in sort of in the lower part of my chest through the guitar. It immediately focuses you just making every note beautiful. And when you get that feeling, then you just check it. How does it sound? How does it feel? So you can see how already it's clearing my playing up. And you know what it does is it gets your mind focused purely just on the music. When I'm doing that, right, what you find is whatever troubles you're having in your life, okay, they disappear when you're practicing like that, because you're purely focused in on the thing that you're doing. You're not thinking about the past, and you're not thinking about anything to do with the future. So it's a great way to get you into flow practice. It's the same with the pick, you know. The pick is to synchronize your hands. So basically, you know, again, I'm just feeling the tension of the string against the pick. I'm pushing the pick through the strings. And I'm just listening to the pick attack and then trying to even that out volume-wise. So that's what you're doing there. Oops. So I'm tensing there. So yeah, we're just there. And again, I like to feel the pick attack coming into my chest, so essential for the, you know, what I was saying before earlier, this kind of thing. Then just check it with just check the left hand only. It's just like giving your hand a service, really, practicing like this. like stuff like that. You get like little sloppy things happening. Check that hand's okay. Bring the pick back in. So, yeah, some other things to sort of consider there. Tell you what I've been enjoying. Bit of hypertune. What key should we work in? We could mess with that. Let's see what happens. Get some drums on. I think I'll undo that. And that. How do I tune it? There's fine tuners down here. So so I'm actually endorsed by Kiesel Guitars, so I luckily got it for nothing. But I think this guitar will probably be about $2,500, something like that. So it's a custom build. Oh, we're in, sorry, A minor. I'll see it's me thinking I'm in D. Oh, thanks, sir. Yeah, so thanks, Pobble. Uh, you're a fucking nasty man. Sweet stuff, thank you. How long have you been playing? I've been playing since I was 8 years old, so a long time. Um, but I haven't done anything other than music in my life. I haven't had to go and do a job that wasn't music. Everything, everything I've done's always served the purpose of what I wanted to be doing. So, and I'm lucky that my job is music. I mean, I wasn't. I think like when I kind of came up with the idea that I wanted to do music, that was it. And I wasn't prepared to really compromise on that in any way. I mean, you do gigs or something? Yeah, so I do live streams on here like this. So there'll be a couple of evening streams, Wednesday and Thursday evening streams, 8 p.m. Are going to be happening this week. So it'll be theirs. I mean, this is generally my kind of messing about studio session. In fact, they're all like this, to be fair. Where I just chat and talk about music and play a bit. But I do guitar and I produce as well, and I have a band called McRocklin Hutch. So, and then sort of roughly once a fortnight, the band that I'm in, we then do a bit of playing on a Saturday night, which is like loads of fun, and that's on McRocklin channel. So that's McRocklin, and that's where you'd get us to. That's where you'll see us doing our full shredding. So yes, I do have a band, McRocklin Hutch. You can check us out there. It's actually the links for the band are in the description for the YouTube. So actually, Portal, I'll tell you what might be good is really, I know it's cheeky, but YouTube is sort of my main. That's my flagship channel, really, so to speak. It would be great if you could nip over there and just subscribe. Would be amazing, because I'm just trying to build up the subscribers at the minute. So if you subscribe, that would be great. And if you're into guitar playing, I'm going through a bit of a guitar playing phase at the minute. So, I mean, when I get time, I do a bit of content, but at the minute I'm really into sort of the live sessions as well. But it's not just guitar, for like many, many years. I was a dance music producer as well. What's YouTube? It's you'll find Tim Hutch. I'll put it in here. That should do it. See if you can find me there. So we can make a bit of a loop here. Nope, got lost where I'm going here. Right, see what I've got. So I can come to this angle. So I'm a bit like I'm new to the sort of looping thing here. To this level anyway. So we'll start there. I wasn't prepared for this bit. So there you go. A little bit of synthwave. Let's have a look. How to loop it all? Just piano and guitar for me, right? That's cool. I mean, you know, I think like part of the looping thing with me is having imposed limitations to make you think outside of the box. So that's what I find like interesting about this template. Although technically I can have, I mean, my limitation is really a maximum of 16 playable instruments on here. I mean, when I say that, like there's the guitar, we'll count that as one. And then for the synths, I could have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can have another 2 instruments I can add to this, which would be good. So, just while I'm here, if anybody is interested in, there are a number of things on offer, as the regulars will know what I'm about to say. Basically, if you're interested in one-to-one music coaching, so if you've got musical problems that you would like to solve and you would like somebody to talk to, you can book me in for an hour one-to-one session. It is coaching, so I would be asking you lots of questions and you would be figuring out from that questioning how you can solve whatever your number one music problem is, okay? I am trained as a music coach, so I've heard it all before, most of it anyway. So, you know, if there are things that you just want, you know, certainty on, or problems that you want to solve, like anything at all, then music coaching is definitely for you, and I would do it because it'll pay you back in dividends. It's going to save you lots of time. It's going to give you direction, and you'll find, because the route to success is basically knowing what you're going to do next, and that's where coaching comes in. So the next thing is there's the coaching group. So I'm always looking out for people to join one of my coaching groups. Each group has 4 people in it, and in the coaching I take you through various music exercises, and you make music with me as I guide you through various processes. So, you know, that's a very sort of like basic way of saying there's a coaching group. If you want to make lots of music and make the best music that you've ever made in less time, with some of the pain taken away from the creative process, then I can help you there. And then finally, anybody who, because I'm doing a lot of guitar playing at the minute, anybody who would like a guitar lesson, do get in contact now. My email is in the description, and I think that's probably the best way to do things. So if you just send me an email, especially with the coaching group, because if you join the coaching group, I'll need to speak to you before you join for like half an hour just to make sure that it's like the right thing for you to do. But yeah, so if you're interested, we can just talk on the email and book in for a lesson or coaching or join a group. I can highly recommend it. Coaching, although lessons are great, coaching is the thing that's moved me, like my career. That's been the thing that's, you know, as soon as I got coaching, dance music, releasing all the time, charted 7 times, 100 odd tracks released on different labels, and then plus all the McRocklin Hutch stuff that I've done and all the little successes that I've had there, all come from being coached. Being able to learn how to manage myself, really. So I highly recommend it. So do get in contact if you're interested in that, and then we can get you moving. So other than that, do subscribe to the YouTube channel, and also I do have Discord as well. There's a Discord link in the about bit on the channel. So you can click that link. It's like right on the front page, I think, and join the Discord as well. And that way you can directly talk to me. We can have a chat. It even has a coaching room on there. And I do offer the odd sort of, like when you join that, I'll offer the odd free coaching session and stuff. So there's like plenty of free things as well as paid. Well, that's it. All right then. Anybody want to ask anything? Any final questions? I'll just hang around for a minute. I'm having my coffee on a bit in there. So I think the next thing for me to do is finish up here, and then I think I'm going to reward myself by going for a walk around the park and enjoying autumn. I'll tell you what, it's just nice sitting in silence, isn't it? I like the quiet. Tell you what, how about this? I've got this plug-in on my drum bus. Can we see that? This thing. It's like a distortion compressor mastering. Nobody really knows what it does, but it does have a bit of noise on it. So we can put that on. So that's 80s tape noise. It's quite nice, isn't it? Very relaxing. Well, do type and say that isn't relaxing, Tim. That is like just noise to me. It's like that AMRS music, isn't it? So I can listen to tape noise and drink my coffee. What's left of it? We could all meditate, couldn't we? Yeah. Oh, there's Deviant. Hi, Deviant. Sorry, I'm miles away here. What do I do? Well, I'm just actually at the end of the stream, but what do? I am a guitarist and music producer. I'm in a band called McRocklin Hutch. I'm also a music coach and educator, so to speak. So that's what I do. And you've actually literally just come to the end of the stream where I'm just chilling out and having my coffee. But if you watch it back, you'll see me shredding on guitar and all that kind of stuff, and it'll be good. So that's good that it's randomly showed up. So if you're into music, this is the place to be. But do subscribe, because I'm often doing live sessions. In fact, there's going to be an evening live. South Africa, brilliant. What's the weather like there? I bet it's warm. It's absolutely freezing here in the UK. But yeah, so if you're into guitar playing, do like subscribe to the channel, because there's lots of stuff, and it's a fairly chilled out show, and I just like sitting here and chatting to people, talking about music. helping people to make better music, helping myself make better music, and you know that's how it works. It's you know it's a thing. I'll go back to my tape noise. I haven't finished my coffee yet. There we go. Oh, we've had 2 cold fronts, so you're starting to get the warm weather. That's good. We're now getting just the cold fronts now in the UK, and it's going to be like this till probably April, May. Oh, how many months is that? Oh God, it's like 6 or 7 months. Never mind. So we're gonna have 6 months of me freezing in this basement because I can't put the heater on because it's fan and it just makes loads of noise. Excellent. All right then, everybody. So I'm gonna head off and do my park walk in the freezing cold, but I'm looking forward to that. Thanks for tuning in and watching this broadcast, and I will see you guys. Ooh, when will I see you next? Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday evening. I'm going to be on this stream Wednesday evening, and I'm also going to be here on Thursday evening. So I'm looking forward to those. So it'll be full on performance, lots of guitar shredding, looping, that kind of thing. So and nice to meet everybody who's new on here, Davian, and I'll see you next time. Bye.